And
is the oven still working? The oven is still working?
The oven, but it tells you.
I mean for the pumpkins.
Oh, the pumpkin. No, Zola, do you have everything under control? Pumpkins and so on?
Ja, most már lezárom. De az előbb már kétszer kimondtam, és így látni.
Yeah, next one is to have 3 points.
3 points. No, she didn't. No. Points. Okay, you took points.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So we need another one, and where it's connected, 3 points connected with a line. Or, no, let's say it's maybe too much. Maybe let's draw here. Connect the points, but leave some. Nyújtson, nyitson is kell, nem baj, ha kinyitsz egy vörös bort. Aha. Úgy, hogy ne érintkezzenek, mondjuk lehessen látni, hogy egy pont van a végén. Csak legyenek egy vonallal összekötve. Úgy, mint a tornateremben a vonalak. Ó, Freiburgban olyan szépek voltak. Precízen, nem, egy se érintkezett. Úgyhogy vagy átment az egyik, akkor a másik nem ugrott át rajta keresztezte, hanem megállt előtte szépen udvariasan, és utána meg folytatta. Még a harmadik. Nem, igaz, látod, pontosan igaz.
Nem miért nekem ezt már nem kapcsolódott össze.
Igen.
Bocsánat, és mit kell még itt összekötni?
Ja.
Nagyon furjó.
Now, as point köztes. So here it starts to be interesting because this one is representing 2 other situations. 3 in total. So first we had 3 points, then alone. Then we can imagine that there is one line which is connecting these points more than this point to this one and this one to this one. And then here we have 3 lines, 2 lines. So this point is in the middle, and a totally different situation is if we imagine that we have another connection line here. Then they are in an equilibrating triangle, and we can see if we maybe this is enough. So what happens here is somehow to start from nothing. Maybe this is also what I try to do. To start from the most minimal situation. And this would be a point. So this is a ring and a point. I don't want to have too many drawings because we can try to remember that the ring is always a point too. You have to drink a little bit of wine, that's really good.
Yeah.
So a point a point can always be a ring. Maybe you're too far away from the point to see that it's a ring. A point is something without content, let's say, and a ring is something which has a content. If I perceive myself as a point, then I don't care about my content. And this is maybe, for me, highly sophisticated and highly interesting to think the difference, me as a point, because if I am doing my everyday stuff, then I perceive myself as a point. I don't perceive my hands, I don't perceive my stomach, my legs. I reduce myself, so my conscious is perceiving me as a point with some goal in the mind. And then, on the other side, if I'm lucky to get in a situation of yoga or somatics or everything, then it happens that, wow, I can feel myself as a ring, or better to say as a sphere. Oh, I have content, and it's simply a very good feeling to feel a content. And so maybe we need, yeah, I think it's quite complicated already. So let's put a point, just a single point. On a paper, yeah.
Anywhere.
Because we can try to have a bunch of papers which we can overview, which we can feel that this is ours, or we are fully in connection. So everybody can tell to stop, or to make an intermediate, to make a. So I was saying now stop. It gets too complex or too much for the brain.
Yeah.
I would like to have some help, and I would like to put a point next to the ring, because it helps me to stay in the story fully. Okay, so I would suggest to have, yeah, maybe it's good to make a difference between point and circle.
And ring and circle as well, I think.
Ring
And circle.
Circle is for me the ring. Oh, no, sorry. Yes. But then it gets complicated, because how do you represent a ring simply on, or with this paper and this kind of pen?
Yeah, I understand. It's just our perception about ring or circle.
I was talking about the ring here, because then it gets organic for me. If a circle for me is not close to me.
Okay.
A ring is.
Okay.
And this and this is also a sphere for me. So that's very interesting that I do this step, because I would have trouble. How can I draw? I would have to put some meridians or something to symbolize that it's a sphere. So I look at this as a sphere or a ring, or if you think we can put two circles, concentrical, and then we have something which is more like a ring. No, let's do it. Let's.
Thinking about, for me now, because I never thought about this, what is the difference between ring and circle? And for me, right now, circle is a little bit like point, or feeling myself as a point or as a circle. It's quite the same. So there is no content as at all.
Okay.
So it was.
What is it the point? Is it the point? And or is it a small sphere and a big sphere? The difference. So if you have a situation, you have to do 5 things, you don't have a lot of time, then maybe you feel like a small sphere, or like a point of a system, of the system you have to go through. No?
Yeah, I understand. Great.
But let's. Yeah, maybe aesthetically I would say a ring would a little bit bother me. So here, it would mean that it's a ring, a circle, and a circle next to it. I think it's then it gets much more complicated, how to say. Because if you imagine a child in the kindergarten, or you imagine some ancient people, tribe people, then it's very easy to put a circle also with a device, but it's really difficult to put the second circle around it. It needs handcraft. So that's why for me, in this situation, I say this is for me a ring, So a tube, a circular tube, which has content, or a sphere, which has content. So for me, this works that this is content. This is a point without visible or perceivable content, and here it's a I say a ring, which here this is I can see it. It's clearly beautiful, this white around the black. It's really intense how this white is even whiter than this one somehow.
Now it was so strange that you spoke about this and there was this color on it, so it was not wow. Very.
Yeah, it's a little bit freaky. Let's make 2 points. 2 points and the connection.
They're really connected.
Yeah, beautiful. And maybe let's have 2 points without connection.
You go.
And now I go for a flash.
For a what?
For a P flash.
Alright. Okay. Have a conscious vision.